Hi, it's Sandy Holterhaus, your rec center dietitian. And in talking about diets, a lot of times we're always talking about the things that you shouldn't do or shouldn't have. And today we're going to talk about something you should do. So increasing soluble fiber and colorful fruits and vegetables and how that can help with staving off those chronic diseases. So let's get started. So soluble fiber, we do know there's a couple types of fiber. There's insoluble and soluble. And soluble is the important one for helping with diabetes and heart disease. So soluble fiber, as it goes through your body, it kind of, as it's breaking down, it's kind of rolling through your intestine. I like to consider it like an exfoliant for the inside of your body. So it picks up cholesterol to help remove it from your body, but it also picks up some of that sugar that you've eaten in the intestines. And so when it releases that again, or it slows that digestion of that sugar, so you don't get those really big spikes, you get a more slow, gradual lifting of that blood sugar. So very important for helping to keep blood sugars down and more stable. And then again, also picking up that cholesterol, helping to improve those cholesterol numbers, which is very important, especially if you are more prone to heart disease. So some of those best sources are going to be oatmeal. They did a lot of studies on that back in the 90s, found that that helps reduce cholesterol. The nuts, the beans, the apples, the blueberries, those are great sources of soluble fiber. So next, let's talk about colorful fruits and vegetables. And I just think it's really important to kind of look at a little bit of a layout here, and it shows you that there are so many different colors in each of the different categories listed here. And what's important about getting lots of color in your diet is that it really helps with getting more antioxidants into your body. So there's different types of antioxidants. Those pick up those free radicals in your body. Those free radicals are those little things running around in your system that shouldn't necessarily be there, and you don't want them running amok in your system because they can start to cause problems in possibly replicating and producing cancers. So we want to have more of these antioxidants in our system that pick up these free radicals and help remove them from our body. So eating more of these colorful vegetables really helps reduce your risk of chronic disease. And it's listed here, some of these: high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and cancer can also be diminished by eating more of these fruits and vegetables. And part of that equation is that when you're including more of the fruits and vegetables in your diet, then maybe you're not including some of the foods that are less healthy for you. So eating that rainbow. Oh, my slide changed a little bit here, but this is just kind of a subset of the colorful fruits and vegetables. So this would be those leafy green vegetables. And so when you think about the different greens that you can eat in your diet, getting some of these leafy greens can really help with improving your health. And that's why if you look at my menu plans, you'll frequently see a couple of different leafy green salads in the menu each week. And I think that you can do a lot of experimentation with the different greens out there and kind of find out which ones you like. But they're great sources of fiber. They contain folate, which is a B vitamin, those carotenoids, which is vitamin A precursor. They also contain vitamin C for the immune system, vitamin K for our bones and for blood clotting if you have an injury or wound. In addition, they have iron and calcium. And in fact, about a small dish of spinach cooked can have about as much calcium as a glass of milk. So a great source, especially for people who aren't doing a lot of dairy, or maybe you're vegan, to get these green leafies into your diet. If you do go to my Pinterest page or look on the menu plans, you might see recipes for spinach and strawberry salad, the arugula and pear salad. That's another one of my favorites. And also I like to make those Mediterranean salads that have tomatoes and cucumbers and lots of greens and olives and feta cheese in them. So just trying to find a few different types of green salads that you like and just incorporating them in your diet each week. And remember, they don't have to always be like super plain type salads. You can add some cheese, add some nuts, add some different things to them to get more flavor and jazz them up a little bit. And then my last slide here is on, I'm just going to hit that again. For some reason, the titles weren't coming on. These are what we would call your bitter vegetables or your sulfur-rich vegetables. So just another subset of those colorful vegetables that I think are so important to get into your diet. And a lot of times we shy away from these types of vegetables because they are more bitter, and we like our foods generally sweeter. So, but we do know sulfur plays a critical role in helping us to, in gene expression, helping to repair DNA if there's any damage to our DNA, and just increasing the integrity of those body tissues. It helps in metabolizing food, and it protects the body from inflammation. So sulfur-rich vegetables are very anti-inflammatory for your system. And certain sulfur-rich foods, such as garlic and those cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, those are considered cruciferous because the leaf on them is in the form of a cross. So if you're growing those vegetables, you would notice that cross. So those can help with the protect against heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer, as well as age-related loss of brain function. So it's really important to get these sulfur-rich vegetables in your diet. And there is associated with having IBS, there's a FODMAP diet, and some people do not tolerate some of these sulfur-rich vegetables very well if they do have irritable bowel syndrome. So what I recommend there is that you find if there are any that you can tolerate, try to have those in your diet, or if you can tolerate them in very small amounts, trying to get them in your diet. And that's how important they really are to keeping in your diet. And I have a favorite recipe I make. It's called a Spanish garlic soup. And that recipe is out on my Pinterest page. I think it's in the vegetarian section, but it's a brothy soup with crushed garlic, red pepper, and broth. And it's just a really nice kind of starter to a meal. So you can have that and start to incorporate some more garlic into your diet. So that's the lesson for today. I appreciate you joining, and I will talk to you again soon.